Hello everyone, welcome back to our stream, and this is part 15. I hope you're all doing well, and let's continue.
Welcome aboard, Captain. Welcome aboard, Captain. All systems online.
In this episode, we are gonna look for diamonds. There is so much lithium here. quartz now. So I went and found more diamonds and stalker tooth and we found all the quartz we need. I think we have enough, yeah. Okay, so now our sealant is kinda tanky. It's not gonna get damaged as much. It's gonna be very nice now. Now we can explore in the volcanic area.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
Before we go, I want to show you the alien containment unit. Look, it's a little crab squid. And I just remember we can craft something. We can craft this. And I think we have just enough. We have a reinforced diving suit. It makes us able to take more damage. I think that's what it does. You will remember the tiger plants that shoot at you? I think you're immune to them now, and even maybe you're also much more resistant to fall damage, I think. And we are ready to go now. We have food, we don't have water. One moment. Now we can go.
systems online.
So basically with the new module we got, this one, I think you can take a lot more damage now. You won't really... We can run into things now. Let's go to the Lost River. I think this egg might be pretty. Which way do you think? Probably that direction. Probably over there. So the hull reinforcement, hull reinforcement. It's very nice. We got here and lost 14 HP on our Seamoth. It's kinda nice. Let's go dive down. We have enough purple tablets. Taking our Seamoth below 900 meters. That is an achievement. It would be very much more enjoyable for me, at least, to travel here with the Seamoth. Wait, I'm gonna go back and craft the beacon. Think we have the materials.
Welcome aboard, Captain. All systems online.
We do not have copper. Well, we might have to... Let's just pick up the one of the beacons we already made. sorry, creatures. I don't mean to run over you. We have a beacon over here. Good, that's all we needed. Let's go to the other place. Oh nice, a sonar here. Okay, so we have arrived here, and I'm gonna look through the notes and figure out primary containment facility location constructed within a natural chasm. A chasm is a huge opening in the ground. South-southeast. Depth 1.5 kilometers. South-southeast is there. Yeah, it looks like it. Look, there is active lava here. And there is an alien structure over there, and looks like another fire-breathing creature. And let's see.
I am what you seek. Want to help you.
Let's park somewhere safe. Over here looks good. I don't want this dragon to chew on our Simon, you know. All right.
Translating local alien broadcast. Warning, vaccine development program terminated. Emperor egg hatching project terminated. Live specimens terminated. Evacuate immediately.
Ion cube fabricator. This device appears to be the origin of the raw material, of the raw mineral that forms the base of the ion cubes, which power smaller alien systems, likely drawing power itself from the main thermal plant. This device may represent an almost limitless source of energy. rudimentary tablet. This device shares many similarities with the tablets used to access the alien facilities, although its structure is rather less complex. It may have served a similar purpose, granting security access and storing relevant data, and thus kept here as a form of legacy support. Holographic projector. This device contains network apparatus and the holographic projection unit. It was likely used as a communication relay, This device contains network apparatus and a holographic projection unit. It was likely used as a communication relay, capturing and projecting the image of the user to a remote location. There do not appear to be any other devices in range. Alien statue. This artifact is unpowered, suggesting it served as a ceremonial rather than practical purpose. The pyramid resembles vines spiraling upwards towards the warm blue stone mounted above it. It may represent a plant found on the aliens' home world, a building of religious import, or even the gravitational pull of their home solar system. Whatever. Alien carving. This carving is hundreds of thousands of years old and made from unrecognized natural fiber. Aliens visited Earth prior to the 4th century BC and influenced the development of ancient Chinese philosophy. Whatever. I wish I had my propulsion cannon. I should have brought it. Alien building block. This rock-like object features organic as well as mechanical parts, and there is some genetic and technological crossover with the design of the self-warping construct encountered elsewhere. It appears to serve no purpose in its current state and is waiting for some kind of activation sequence. Materials such as this may have been fundamental building blocks of the aliens' technology, or even the aliens themselves. Tracking implant. This construct is emitting a high bandwidth signal consistent with alien transmissions intercepted elsewhere. Unusual box. Organic matter particulator. This device contains a highly unstable radioactive isotope likely to destroy all organisms exposed to it, while leaving physical structures intact. Although it would function perfectly well as a weapon, it was more likely used to sterilize spaces for later inhabitation. Without instructions, it would be unwise to interact with it. There is one more. Translation device. This device stores linguistic data from over 10,000 different languages. The core of the device may allow alien texts to be read and translated. Empty case. Let's go. I know you've been curious about this piece.
Integrating new PDA data.
Enzyme 42 project data. I think enzyme 42 is the one that we saw on the paper near the vents near the mushroom forest. Enzyme 42, I think it was the golden particles the paper was emitting. According to translated data logs, an indigenous leviathan species was found to produce a unique substance referred to as enzyme 42, which inhibited the symptoms of the carabacterial infection in other indigenous organisms. The specimen was captured and contained in a purpose-built habitat for further study. The alien researchers went to great lengths to provide for the life form's environmental needs, including the import of interdependent flora and fauna via an on-site warp gate. However, its health quickly deteriorated. When quarantine was imposed, all warp gates and force fields were sealed. When quarantine was imposed, all warp gates and force fields were sealed. All attempts to develop the enzyme into a vaccine has been unsuccessful. So this is a sea emperor. It's a sad image. I don't want to look at it. I don't want to read or look at it.
Are you here to play? Others came here once. They built these walls. They played alone. They bored me. Now they're gone. And instead, we have you. We are curious whether you swim with the current or fight against it as they did.
Detecting unusually passive behavioral patterns in nearby predators. Reason unknown. Environment scans indicate the water here is rich with a rare, plankton-like life form which depends on the organic detritus produced by the ecosystem around it, detecting unusually passive behavioral patterns in nearby predators. Reason unknown. Unlike other alien facilities, scans indicate this location supports a diverse and healthy ecosystem. Explanation unclear at this time.
The Sea Emperor's eggs. Shell, uncommonly strong shell lining. Organic growth on the exterior suggests these eggs may be hundreds or thousands of years old. The alien tubes. Alien devices penetrate the outer shell layer, likely designed to supply likely designed to supply them with nutrients and to isolate them from the surrounding environment. Amniotic sac. Like many eggs on 4546b, these do not contain a nutrient supply which is slowly exhausted by the embryo. Instead, they exist in form of natural stasis, awaiting appropriate hatching conditions. Fetal organism. There is a high genetic match between these organisms and the Leviathan in the vicinity. They appear to be stable and healthy. It is likely that ideal hatching conditions for the eggs vary considerably from ideal hatching conditions for the eggs vary considerably from ideal survival conditions for the parent. So the eggs hatching condition varies from the parents' conditions. So where the parents thrive, it's not necessarily where the eggs should, and the aliens probably did not understand it.
Seek fluid intake. Vital signs stabilizing.
Peepers inside the containment facility. While all other creatures encountered within the facility are isolated within it, peepers appear to be coming and going out of their own accord via the alien pipe network. Like we saw, on arrival, peepers are approaching the Sea Emperor. Peepers exhibit a natural affinity for the stomach enzymes being expelled by the Emperor. Peepers which have come in contact with the enzyme are returning to the pipe network. Analysis. This behavior must be the source of enzyme 42 on 4546b, or the area thereof which supports life. It is likely also responsible for the survival of the Emperor and other life forms contained within the facility. Analysis. This behavior must be the source of enzyme 42 on planet 4546b. Let's go. Wait. Let's take more air. Wait, we have this here. Good for us. Incubator. The Emperor's specimen eggs are attached to some form of incubator. In a normal life cycle, it seems likely that the Sea Emperor would have buried their eggs in shallower waters, where different organic materials in the soil would have triggered a hatching response. The incubator suggests the aliens had resorted to developing artificial hatching enzymes, which would simulate the egg's natural hatching environment, but were unable to discover the formula. With extensive information on the Sea Emperors themselves, it may still be possible to fabricate an artificial hatching enzyme using indigenous ingredients. However, the only surviving source of that information may be the Sea Emperor itself.
My young need to hatch, to play outside this place. We have been here so long. The others built a passage to reach the world outside. I asked them for this freedom, but they could not hear me. If you help us, I will give you freely what the others tried in vain to take.
So we will be back with the hatching enzymes.
With the passage you have opened, my young can leave this place. But first they must feel the time is right and break free of their shells. This is what the others could not force from me. To you, I give the secret willingly.
New blueprint acquired.
So because this portal leads outside to the surface, I'm gonna get back in there and go from the other side to take our Simo back out from there to our base, because we need to hunt this recipe, and it looks like a lot of ingredients. So that's what we're gonna do. And yes, I'm fine with it. I want my Seamoth back. So like I said, we're going back to our Simot now from this side because I want my Simot. We will go from this vector base.
Calorie intake recommended.
Do you find it satisfying that I'm speedrunning the Lost River? Wait. So now we have our Sigmund back and we're gonna look for the ingredients after we eat, of course. Eating is important.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
So worth it, man.
Vital signs stabilizing.
And these mushrooms are really good for the bioreactor. I think I already used it in the aquarium here. It's ghostweed. Look, it's grown. It's grown a bit. Nice. We have one. What else we need? Bulbous sample. It's not that. Alright, so the next thing we need is a bunch of stuff. I'm gonna look for it and I will see you later.
All systems online.
In that direction over there. Just head straight in northeast. Sorry, boomerangs. Sorry. I become more and more reckless the more we play, you know. And I think this is it. And for fungal sample you're gonna want to take this. And the next ingredient is ice seed. You're gonna want to head southwest. And here it is. And our last ingredient is supposed to be sea crown seed, and it's supposed to be near lifeboat number 12. There, this is what it looks like. Sea crown. Now we have all the ingredients and we can go back to our base. And I just noticed that near lifeboat number 12 you get a bunch of ingredients that you need, not just the sea crown. We could have used it for the other stuff as well. Let's go. Alright, so we're gonna craft it and then go back to the you know where and see what we're gonna do.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
There it is. Look at that. Hatching enzymes. Let's go. If you remember, I placed a beacon next to the portal, so we know where it is. Look at them, seeing their mother for the first time. So cute.
My young are swimming for the shallows. I thank you. Their freedom is my end. What will it be like, I wonder, to go to sleep and never wake up? Perhaps next we meet, I will be an ocean current, carrying seas to a new land. Or a creature so small, it sees the gaps between the grains of sand. Farewell, friend.
So she went to sleep, and her younglings have teleported away into the open ocean, into the open sea, and we cleansed ourselves and
Self-scan complete. Vital signs normal. No remaining sign of bacterial infection.
we did it.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
There they are, swimming in the open, spreading their enzyme 42. And they're very cute. Sea Emperor juvenile. A juvenile emperor specimen. It is producing a highly potent form of enzyme 42, which should be capable of fully curing individuals of the alien bacterium. This species hatches relatively fully formed and independent, perhaps reflecting the fact they must fend for themselves when they are first born away from their parents, because their parents' environment is not their preferred environment, you know. This specimen is healthy and exhibiting signs of a positive attitude to life. That's very nice, very, very nice. Let's go. Do you know what we should do next? I kinda have the feeling. Do you remember when we visited this base? For the first time, it attached a needle to us and scanned us and said infected individuals may not interact with this weapon. So we should probably check it out now, since we are clean. 10 out of 10 animation. What do you think? It sounds like the desired results. Let's get out of here and check for ourselves. This is satisfying. So it looks like the weapon is disarmed. That's what it looks like. Do you see it? Let's go back to our base, not this one, this one, and to continue forward.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
there is something very important we should do before you know what. I'm not gonna say it. There are 4 things. The first one is release this boil.
All systems online.
Here is good enough. Let's release this creature. And because we grew this creature, he's not gonna attack us. He's cute. But he can attack our signal, so
Welcome aboard, Captain.
let's go away now. From here you're gonna look 1 tick to the right of southwest, and you're gonna move forward. You're gonna move forward. You see this hole? Move past it. And now you're gonna see a trench, it's called. Here. You're gonna go down here.
Damage to plant life on the seafloor suggests this may be the migration path of a huge, bottom-dwelling life form.
We went too deep. I don't know how we have not found it in our playthrough, but I'm still gonna take care of it. I'm gonna show you. I'm gonna show you it anyway. It's called the Sea Trader's Path. Sea Trader. The Sea Trader's Path, that's what it's called. Sea Trader Leviathan. a vast bipedal leviathan which roams the reels in herds, grazing the seafloor. Behavior. Large herds would decimate the flora of a single area, thus encountering the sea traders' migratory behavior. Families keep their young towards the center of the herd, and the parents will lash out at over-curious interlopers. In search of an easy meal assessment, sea traders' herd may unearth mineral deposits as they churn up the sand. I don't want to flash them, you know? Like, I don't want to blind them. Oh well. What do you think? It's an interesting creature and they drop stuff when they walk. So this is the sea trader's path. And we can follow them into this large cave. Here there is more. There are more of them, and they're impressive.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
Okay, so it's open from both directions, and that's what I wanted to show you. I hope you liked it. And that's what I wanted to show you, the sea trader's path, and I hope you like it. I like them. So the next thing we're gonna see is next to this alien vent. If you continue forward, you're gonna see this
Seek fluid intake.
small cave. You're gonna enter it. And here you're gonna find this cutie. And that's what I wanted to show you.
You are currently inside a long calcified root system. Evidence suggests it was eaten away by other life forms over many centuries to form these natural caves.
So this cuttlefish egg is for our friend Martin, because we promised to get one for the time capsule, if you remember. And we should now make a time capsule. You know how this cured spadefish has been with us for the entire playthrough? Then I'm gonna pass it forward. That's what I'm gonna do. And you know what? I'm not gonna put the posters. I'm gonna put the thermoblade and this, because it's useful. So Now that it is day, let's take one last look on our world. What do you think? Did you enjoy this? Did you enjoy this experience? I did. I hope you enjoyed it.
Auxiliary power unit online. Communications systems array active. Pressurizing hydraulics. Life support systems online.
Let's look at our time capsule one more time. Yep, that's what I want. All right.
Time capsule ready.
Are you guys ready? Guys and girls. Let's do it.
Primary computer systems active. All systems are go for liftoff.
I thought this chair was following me.
Ready to launch on your command, Captain. Launch in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Time capsule jettison. Caution, approaching orbital debris field. Orbital debris field clear. Performing gravity turn maneuver. Confirm destination coordinates. Nearest interstellar phase gate. Engaging ion boosters in 3, 2, 1.
What is a wave without the ocean? A beginning without an end. They are different, but they go together. Now you go among the stars, and I fall among the sand. We are different, but we go together.
I hope you enjoyed. I hope you had a good time. I had an amazing time, and it took us 22 hours and 70 minutes to complete this game, and it was a wild experience. Thank you for watching, and that was it for this Subnautica playthrough.